Hello, everyone. This is Ken with Little Church Big Heart. I'm finally coming to you with a Lord's Day encouragement. You'll notice that I've been gone for quite a while. I haven't been posting any encouragement videos. The only thing I can say is my life got just as busy as everybody else's. We got so bad, my wife and I actually had to take a vacation recently. And as you can tell, I got so busy that that everything just kind of snatched the hair right off my head, I guess we could say. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's going on right now in the world. And we all know, we see it in the news, we see it on social media, on Facebook. And I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday about everything with the pandemic and everything that's going on. And you know, I could do a lot of getting up in front of my people and talking about the political situation. I could do a lot of discussing politics, and I love discussing politics. I have very strong views on all of that. But the thing I wanted to remind you of is that your primary responsibility as pastors of small churches and of servants of small churches and shepherds is the shepherd's role is to take care of the sheep. So I concentrate on my people. What can I do for my people? What can I do for the people of my community? And then from there, if there's any time left, any effort left, or any energy left, I worry about outside of that. I would encourage you to concentrate on your folks in your congregation, their family, their community and loved ones, and then outside in your local community. Give you an example. I'm here in northern Wisconsin in a small town in the North Woods. My area to minister to is this small town in the North Woods. I'm not responsible for what's going on in California. I'm not responsible for what's going on in New York or even in my home state of Texas, though I keep in touch there because of my family down there. But I'm responsible for my local people. So sometimes maybe the best way to say it is we pastors need to, at times, keep our heads down and our eyes focused on the goal that we've been given. Now, by that, I don't mean hide your head in the sand. But what I mean is keep your focus on your people. And lower your eyes is a way of putting it. I'll give you an example. When I was in the Army, we would go on long road marches. I was infantry for 8 years, and we would go on long road marches with full gear. And I learned something in the way of road marches. Road marches were largely a mental exercise. They were to make sure that your mind was able to be stronger than your body might be able to be. So your body is saying, I'm done, I want this to be over, my feet hurt, my back hurts, but your mind was able to keep you going. And some of the things you did different techniques to try to keep your mind focused. And one thing that would happen when we were in Korea, it's a very mountainous country, there was a huge hill, in effect a mountain that they would walk us over, that they would march us over. And it was very hard to get to the top of that hill, especially because it was at the halfway point. You'd already walked many miles and you knew you had as many miles afterwards. So to think about that would cause you to give up. And so what I learned was that the best way for me to make it to the top of that hill was to not look at the top of the hill and as my target that I've got to get up there. But I would look immediately to my front, only at the ground in front of me, and my goal was to keep my feet moving, concentrating on that ground. And that ground in front of me would keep changing, but my goal was just to get to the next piece of ground and get to the next piece of ground. So I would encourage you with all of this going on to maybe do a little bit of a purge of some of the news, maybe shut some things off if you need to. But concentrate on your people. They're the ones God has given you to minister to. God has not given you the task of changing this whole world to be a better political system or to the whole issue of whether masks work or not. That's not my business as a pastor. I'm not an epidemiologist. I'm not an expert on any of that stuff. I can give you arguments for obeying the government because of Romans 13. I can also give you arguments for resisting. And whatever you come to on that is between you and the leaders of your church and your church people. But I would remind you to concentrate on your people and not on the issues around. Instead, be the shepherd God has called you to be. And so maybe it's time to lower your gaze a little bit and stop looking at the world around and look only at your local community and your people for a time. Get your focus back in and focus your efforts there. Take care. God bless. See you next week. I pray with you that this will be over soon and we'll be able to return to what we know of as a normal life, because this new normal is not that normal, and I agree. Take care. God bless. If you haven't done so and you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the notification bell to be notified of future videos. You can also look us up on Facebook and at littlechurchbigheart.com. If there's any way we can encourage you, please leave a comment below.